Hey, I want to start by saying something important. If you're an INFJ and you've experienced emotional abuse or manipulation in a relationship, you are not alone. What you're feeling is valid, and it's okay to be confused, hurt, and unsure of how to navigate it. Today, we're going to dive into something that's painful to acknowledge, but incredibly important to understand. How narcissists manipulate INFJs, and how emotional abuse in these relationships can chip away at your sense of self. Narcissists are experts at exploiting your empathy, your kindness, and your deep desire for connection. They know how to twist the truth, make you feel guilty for things you didn't do, and ultimately destroy your self-worth. But here's the thing, you have the power to reclaim your life. It all starts with recognizing the signs, understanding how narcissists operate, and learning how to protect yourself from their manipulation. Let's break this down and talk about how emotional abuse manifests in these relationships, why INFJs are particularly vulnerable, and how to heal from the damage. 1. How narcissists target INFJs, a perfect storm of manipulation. If you're an INFJ, you probably know that you have a unique ability to empathize with others. You can read between the lines, understand people's feelings, and you instinctively want to help. This is why narcissists love targeting INFJs. They see this empathy as a tool for their manipulation. Narcissists will often begin by luring you in with charm, flattery, and promises of deep connection. They'll make you feel seen and understood in ways that no one else does. You may feel like you finally found someone who gets you, someone who appreciates your sensitivity and intelligence. But here's the catch, it's all a game. Narcissists use this initial phase to create a sense of dependency. They'll shower you with attention and affection at first, making you feel valued, but over time that affection will disappear. Once they've established that emotional connection, they start to manipulate your needs, making you feel like you need them in order to be complete. They'll use your vulnerability against you. The more you give, the more they take. And before you know it, you're caught in a cycle of giving without receiving, always trying to prove yourself, always trying to meet their needs while your own needs are pushed aside. 2. The tactics of emotional abuse, how it destroys your sense of self. Narcissistic emotional abuse is insidious because it doesn't always look like abuse on the surface. It often starts with small, seemingly insignificant behaviors that over time escalate into more damaging patterns. Here are some common narcissistic abuse tactics. Gaslighting. This is one of the most common forms of emotional abuse narcissists use on INFJs. They'll make you doubt your perception of reality, convincing you that what you saw, heard, or felt never actually happened. You might think, did I misunderstand? Was I too sensitive? Narcissists will tell you that you're imagining things, or worse, that you're crazy. Over time, this makes you question your own judgment, your memories, and your emotions. Emotional withholding. Narcissists will often withdraw affection or attention as a form of punishment. When you try to express your needs or desires, they'll ignore you or give you the silent treatment. This tactic can make you feel abandoned, rejected, and like you're always walking on eggshells, trying to earn back their approval. Love bombing and devaluation. In the beginning, a narcissist might love bomb you, showering you with attention, compliments, and affection. But this phase doesn't last. Once they've established emotional dependency, they'll begin to devalue you. They'll criticize you, belittle your opinions, and make you feel like you're never good enough. Blame shifting. Narcissists are masters of deflecting responsibility. When things go wrong, they'll make you feel like it's your fault. If you call them out on something, they'll twist the situation so that you're the one to blame, even though they were the ones at fault. You'll end up apologizing for things you didn't do, and they'll make you feel like you're always in the wrong. These tactics, over time, chip away at your self-esteem and make you question your worth. They create a toxic environment where you feel emotionally drained, confused, and powerless. 3. Why INFJs are so vulnerable to narcissistic abuse. As an INFJ, you are naturally sensitive and intuitive. You care deeply about others and often prioritize their needs above your own. You're not just looking for any relationship. You're looking for deep, meaningful connections. This makes you an easy target for narcissists. Here's why. Empathy and compassion. Your empathy allows you to feel others' emotions deeply. While this is a gift, it also makes you more susceptible to emotional manipulation. Narcissists can see your kindness as a weakness to exploit. They can feed off your need to care for others, draining your emotional energy without ever giving back. Idealism. INFJs have an idealistic view of the world and believe that people can change for the better. Narcissists will often take advantage of this by presenting themselves as someone who can be saved or fixed. You may stay in the relationship longer than you should, hoping that they will change, when in reality, their behavior is unlikely to improve. Perfectionism. INFJs often hold themselves to high standards and feel the weight of responsibility for others' happiness. This sense of responsibility can lead you to overlook red flags, thinking that if you just try harder or do more, things will get better. Narcissists know this and will use your perfectionism against you, demanding more and more from you until you're emotionally exhausted. Fear of conflict. INFJs tend to avoid conflict at all costs, which makes it difficult for you to stand up for yourself when you're being mistreated. A narcissist can exploit this fear, using it to control you through manipulation and emotional abuse, knowing that you'll avoid confrontation. 4. How to heal, reclaiming your self-worth and boundaries. Healing from emotional abuse takes time, but it is possible. The first step is recognizing that what you went through wasn't your fault. Narcissists are skilled at making you feel responsible for their actions, but you are not to blame for their behavior. Here's how you can begin to reclaim your self-worth and rebuild your life. Recognize the abuse. Understanding that you were manipulated and emotionally abused is the first step toward healing. Recognizing the signs of narcissistic abuse can help you identify the unhealthy patterns in your relationships and break free from them. Set boundaries. It's crucial to set clear, firm boundaries with narcissists and anyone else who tries to manipulate you. Start by asserting your needs, saying no when necessary, and protecting your emotional space. Boundaries aren't just about saying no to others, they're about saying yes to yourself. Rebuild your self-esteem. Spend time reconnecting with yourself. Do things that make you feel good, whether that's engaging in creative activities, practicing mindfulness, or spending time with supportive friends and family. Remember, you are worthy of love, respect, and kindness, and you don't need to earn it from anyone. Seek support. Healing doesn't happen in isolation. Reach out to trusted friends, family, or a therapist who understands narcissistic abuse. Support from others who validate your feelings can help you rebuild your sense of self and regain confidence. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself during this healing process. It's okay to grieve, to feel angry, and to take time to heal. You've been through something incredibly painful, but it's important to show yourself the same compassion that you would show to a close friend going through the same thing. Conclusion. I want to leave you with this. No matter how hard it has been, no matter how many times you've doubted yourself, you are not broken. You are not a product of someone else's manipulation. You are worthy of love, respect, and peace. Healing from narcissistic emotional abuse is a journey, but with each step, you'll find yourself stronger, more self-aware, and more at peace with who you are. Don't let anyone make you feel less than you are. Your worth is infinite, and it's time to reclaim it. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you in any way, please consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear it too. You are not alone, and there's a brighter future ahead. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.